Hello everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1 and I am back with another Sonic X Shadow Generations live stream. And we are probably gonna... I don't think I'll do Sonic Generations. I was mainly in this for the Shadow Generations. I think everyone was in this for the Shadow Generations, but this will probably be the last stream. So just let me message this out. Hi XX, glad you could make it, and yeah, thank you for that. I'm definitely going to be looking into that to make sure I don't do that. Just messaging everything out. But yeah, I'll make sure to look through all of them. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. I am going to switch my... my costume back to the original Shadow. But let's get this started. I believe we just unlocked the next boss, which, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, that is the original Shadow, but you know what I mean. gotta get back up here, I think. Okay. We know the finalized shadow, yeah. Use the power of do more to reach the goal in time. That reminds me of an inane YouTube picture link that had Pride of the X-Men Wolverine lamenting 97 Wolverine when Pride of the X-Men was made first. It says, Blame Nonsense says, people seeing Fashionista RD and saying, what did you do to my tomboy G3? Yeah, I can understand the annoyance with that. Though, that is one reason I like the bridge making it so that G3 Rainbow Dash is actually, G4 Rainbow Dash's mom. And the two actually get along very well. On the flying machine to get... flying machine? Okay, does that start me from the beginning? Okay, yeah. Okay, so just got to reach the goal in time, and... in the hub world. Okay. And that. Okay, that's annoying. This one's a bit difficult. There we go. One second. Oh, okay. There we go. Might want to go look for those across the map. Oh, hey, Rouge. Now I gotta get back up there. But yeah, like, and I'm gonna be honest, I understand, you know, G3 was an odd one, but... I think people I think people just... people overreact to G3. Like, okay, Newborn Cuties, that's a different story. Like, Newborn Cuties was... that was genuinely bad. But I think the rest of G3 is just your standard children's toy commercial. That I genuinely appreciate the...
This is the ultimate power. Yeah. All right. Chaos control. Let's do this. Freeze. Ultimate power. Chaos control.
There we go. I still believe Newborn Cuties were made around out the budget, or they were given a pocket change budget. Yeah. And, you know, speaking of stuff like that, I feel bad for Gen 5. Like, I feel bad for G5 because the entire reason Gen 5 ended up the way it did was apparently entirely because of that content leak. We now know that the content leak was 100% an actual thing. Like, that those leaks that we got about Gen 5 were actually legitimate. I'm glad we can link back up. I know you're a big help. Okay, I've already seen that. Okay, I was just making sure there was nothing else. Okay. Let's continue, but we also want to keep a lookout for those flying machines, because they contain... What? Oh, I know. Only Splatoon squids instead of robots because robots got leaked. Yeah, and like, here's the thing. I think everything that we know of regarding Gen 5 would have been really cool. And here's the thing, I am of two minds when it comes to Gen 5. Like, I like Gen 5 to some regard. Like, I liked it when it was just being slice of life. Then I definitely liked it. The issue was that Gen 5 tried to tie itself too strongly to Gen 4. The moment that they started really diving into it being connected to Gen 4 is the moment that I lost a lot of like about it. Thankfully, there's a user named Admiral Producer. Oh, hi, Hollycroft. Who has not only defended Gen 5, but is attempting a revival of it. Like, okay, here's my take on Gen 5. Gen 5 is not terrible. I like a lot of stuff about Gen 5. my problem with Gen 5, and something that you notice when Opaline is gone, once Opaline has been defeated, and they stop tying stuff to Gen 4 as much, the series just becomes better. Allura is such a better villain than Opaline is. And part of it is because Opaline is built up as this massive threat that was apparently so dangerous that, well, actually, let's watch this first, because I've heard this is a good fight.
Seal of some sort?
Oh, hey, Mephiles. Is it Mephiles or Mephiles? And he just tries to go straight for the move that he killed Sonic with. And some great villains get wasted in criminally rushed games. Yeah, that is true.
And restore myself to the time.
Oh, okay, so he knows he was erased from time.
In darkness. The ultimate game of Shadow Tag.
The ultimate game of Shadow Tag, yeah, that... So Mephiles...
What you're talking about, but I will crush you all the same. What? Forget about me again. This is it! Darkness! And my way.
Due to time travel nonsense, Mephiles met Shadow before Shadow met Mephiles. Yeah. This looks dangerous.
Raise the curtains. Play. All the things I'll just take care of them all.
Right side now I'm faster. And now he's a shadow monster. Okay, that is awesome. Wow, I almost kind of...
Ever.
Wow, I honestly kind of feel sorry for Mephiles. Yeah, I got an A, right? You're gonna unlock the shadow power right away. I won't. Oh, and the Black Moon is growing tentacles. Great. Yeah, I won't unlock it. Oh, hey, Dark Black Doom.
Don't be frightened. The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon you will be mine.
Shadow will never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Gerald may have given him this unassuming form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He is a warrior, a destroyer.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
I have learned from our last encounter. There will be no mistakes this time. Struggle all you want. You will be mine.
Response, destroy all existence. Yeah.
Professor, what do you think he means he learned from our last encounter?
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand?
I love that. I really love that.
Driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
That is actually sweet. Okay, we got a few things I want to do before we do that, including, of course, talking to the NPCs. Jero named Project Sallow because he saw immortality as a fool's dream. Maria took this and made it in optimistic views. Kudos to the writers. Yeah, I agree. And of course, we're not going to go to the final boss just yet, because there's a number of things that I really want to do.
No!
Shadow, I don't want you to listen to Black Doom. He may share his DNA, but he is not your true family. Your real family loves you and wants you to be safe and happy. That's us, Shadow, me and Grandfather. Please remember that. Since time has been different for you, do you remember our teacher? She was very strict, but I loved knowing new things from her. She liked my biology report on the Chow very much. You really ought to catch up on your homework, you know. I don't think you ever turned in an assignment. Food on the Ark is okay, but I really miss the cooking on Earth. Before I got sick, I went with my family to Spagonia. Yeah, the food there was amazing. Acknowledge a Chow exists, yeah. Have you found a favorite food? All I've ever seen you have is coffee.
No!
Okay, so that's the end of that. dialogue. So, you say you've seen regions you're not familiar with. I would speculate you've experienced places in the future. Yeah, that is cool. Future. Time has very little meaning here. It's reasonable you glimpse tomorrow as much as yesterday. And we learned Shadow is a coffee addict. Yeah. As much as yesterday. You say you encounter a foe you don't remember. The damage done to the time stream may be stirring up echoes of past alterations. Oh, I've studied time manipulation, but I am no expert on it. All I can offer is educated guesses.
Shadow.
It seems my theory was correct, and time can heal itself to a degree. So long as the pivotal moments in history are restored, the rest will find equilibrium. Do what you must to stop Black Doom. Whatever ripples you create will be nothing in compared to the evil he will bring. Okay, so... I want to go this way to meet back up with Omega. I think. We both want to save the world. Oh yes, bring logic to the world. Did you want to be with family, don't you, Uncle Shadow? Well, great uncle, but... But yeah, that's something that's easy to forget, is that Shadow is technically Robotnik's uncle. Sage is passionate about family. She would logically want to bring the lost limbs back into the Empire's fold. I'm really curious what Okay, I fully admit I'm not going to complete... Okay, yeah, it's just the same dialogue I've already heard. I admit I'm not really planning to 100% the game, so I don't really want to search all over for the... Okay, which way do I need to go to talk to Omega? This way. I don't really want to do 100%. Well, if I find these, I will. They were insane for not giving me a mean of detecting the rocket parts. Yeah, that's the reason I'm not going to go out of my way to find them all.
Observation.
Black Arms' weaponry is organic in origin. This means they grow their firearms. Shadow, you are part Black Arms. Therefore, I surmise you should be able to turn your hand into a gun. Of course, that would be where your mind goes, Omega.
Observation.
Professor Gerald built the Eclipse Cannon. It is one of the mightiest weapons in history. He researched the ultimate life form to cure all diseases and preserve life. Data incompatible. Inquiry, what kind of man was he?
Observation.
Black Doom is the central figure of the Black Arms, an entire alien race devoted to destruction and conquest. Do not look at me like that. I admire their power, not them. I must prove I am more powerful by destroying them.
Observation.
Of course, Omega's mind goes to... Oh yeah, you can totally do you can turn your arms into guns. Okay. Now, what I want to do is head over to Big, because I still have to talk to him. Omega's morality is not like Sonic and his friends. He's an ubermensch. Yeah, Omega's the... You know, where are you, Big? I know you're around here somewhere. Yeah, Omega definitely cares about Shadow and Rouge, but he's very much... Okay, I somehow went completely to the wrong location. But fortunately, I think if I just go this way, I end up where I'm supposed to be. No, Froggy doesn't talk. I just understand what he's thinking and feeling. He's so lively, he's always running off into trouble. And running off and getting us into trouble. Huh? How can I be sure I'm finding the same frog every time? I just know it in my heart. How do I end up on so many adventures? Gee, I don't know. I prefer to relax and go fishing. But when my friends are in trouble, I have to look out for them. Aren't you the same way? Hey, if it's alright, can you teach me how to use chaos control? It would make fishing way easier if I could stop time. Actually, it might make it too easy. You know what? Never mind. I'm good. Okay. So, let's go to the collection room and look at some things. Oop. I dropped my controller. Okay, how many of the... Okay, we've actually not found many of these. Okay. From Archive and Requisitions Department to Commander Abraham Towers. Your request for tangible evidence of the Ark incident 50 years ago produced very little results. The assessor was quite thorough in erasing the cover-up operation. However, Professional Journal or Robotnik's personal diary managed to survive. Ironically, we have Dr. Eggman to thank for finding it at all. The journal was... Seems the bad blood to 06 has moved on. Yeah, which is good. Dr. Eggman to thank for finding it at all. This journal was recovered during the investigation of Dr. Eggman's stronghold following the latest incident with the Ark. Unfortunately, time and tragedy has not been kind to the journal. What you're holding now is all that remains of the original book. There's no way of recovering the missing pages, nor can I restore the damaged and reactive elements. It's a pity, as I would very much like to have greater insight into Gerald and Maria's lives too. Regards. Oh, it's cursive. I hate cursive. I take great pride in research and discoveries. Few men have labeled a genius in their lifetime, but nothing compares to my pride in my boys, blank and blank. They both graduated summa cum laude. I don't know what that means. In record time, no less. They'll have the doctorates in no time. It seems my passions for archaeology and robotics are split between them, but I guess that's what makes them chips off the whole block. Ho ho. I cannot wait to see what boons they may bring to the world. I can't believe how much time has passed. It feels like yesterday. I was celebrating my boys becoming men, and now I'm a grandfather. Her name is blank, and she is perfect in every way. She brings a smile to everyone's face, and everyone falls in love with her the moments they lay eyes on her. If nothing else, she is my legacy. Everything I do from this day forward, I do for her. Well, that's ominous. Life and work aboard the Ark has been exciting for good and for ill. It's positive we've acquired one of the legendary blank for our research. They are said to be hold unlimited power, and preliminary tests suggest some effect on space-time, bending reality to one's will. Imagine the possibilities. I'm assuming that's the Chaos Emerald. Sadly, Redacted is doing just that, but in all the wrong ways. Their desire for weapons research being unnervingly overt and decreasingly polite. I used my clout to get a direct line for the president to ask for him to intervene. He said he would, but then asks me for something equally obscene. He wants me to discover a means to immortality. I aim to improve life, not pervert it. Everything gives way to entropy. The concept is laughable, as intangible as a shadow. I refused him outright. In retrospect, perhaps I should have been more diplomatic about it. I find myself on edge. Political pressure aside, I'm told Redacted is sick with no clear diagnosis. I wish I could work into myself, but I'm needed aboard the Ark. Hopefully this will pass and she will recover soon. She is too precious for me to lose. Yeah, that's a Chaos Emerald. Well, that is disturbing. The all-powerful blank is the Redacted held the power to bind the soul. The Redacted destroys the entire... I take it that's what you meant about the Ifrit. Okay, there are a lot of pages left that we have not found. I don't know where all the machines are, unfortunately. And I'm back here with Mephiles. I wonder if there's a way I can see where the machines are. Okay, there's one right there.
Out of my way.
There we go. And I saw another one over there, I believe. Where did it go? Where'd the dang thing get to? Okay, where did it go?
Chaos control!
Where did that dang thing get to? There we go. Okay, got 2 to 3. I don't know how many there are. There's another one. Where did it land? Did it land up? No, it did not land up here. Where did it? There we go. 8 to 9. Okay. Let's see. Well, we got a lot more of them, so let's... It was a Maria wasn't born in the Ark, but the gun commander was. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so let's see. We have... Okay, there's still quite a few left, actually. I deciphered the engravings on an ancient ring found in a previous dig in the redacted jungle and calculated the location of a fabled flying paradise. I went alone to verify my findings and was rewarded with the spectacle of an angelic island. The land was vast, lush, and hosted a number of biomes in close proximity to each other. I believe I could see an entire floating city at one point. Most majestic of all was a shrine devoted to what appeared to be a massive redacted. Could this be the legendary redacted? I dared not approach or overstay my welcome as much as I wanted to explore every inch of the island. I felt it was sacred land. Just setting foot on it felt taboo. I don't know if any civilization remains, but the land is vast and my stay was brief, but the majestic majesty of that emerald and shrine will stay with me for the rest of my life. I am about to embark on the most ambitious project of my life. The Earth's first orbital space colony will be the 9th wonder of the world. It will be a place of science, researching all manner of ways to improve our home below, seeing it as a vessel meant to preserve life amid the harshness of face. I have christened it the Ark. It shall be a vessel to pass on the value of life and peace to the next generation, and while most of the megastructure will be hidden within the base planetoid, I may have gone a little self-indulgent with the design. Ho ho. Okay, so it looking like Eggman's face was actually intentional on Gerald's part. The only real concern is the source of funding. While the United Federation supports us, most of the financing is coming from Redacted. I have no illusions about what they'll want, but I'm building the Ark to preserve life, not end it. While I have my concerns, I am a genius, so I'm sure I'll figure something out when the time comes. I have uncovered a most interesting specimen from the warehouse. It was first recovered by my son, Redacted, who became quite the archaeologist. I believe it to be some sort of puppet or robot made by ancient people. At first I didn't think anything of it, but when I was experimenting on the Redacted, it began to move. This suggests the possibility that even the ancient civilizations could harness the power of Redacted. When I was researching various papers related to the Redacted and this robot, I discovered that there was a possibility that this robot was something incredible. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this robot may be the cause of the destruction of the fourth great civilization. I'm not sure I believe it just yet. Okay, I am no longer able to ignore the possibility that did in fact destroy the fourth civilization. I discovered stone tablets, which, according to the tablet, fell from the heavens and blank fell from the heavens, and the blank, the joined all exists. Though it is difficult watching my movements I was amazed by my realms and realms most powerful. Oh yeah, I can't remember the thing's name. I can't remember his name. But that was from one of the Sonic fighting games, I think. Gimaril, yeah. This is legit. Shadow being a hedgehog only makes sense if Gerald saw the mural. He never set foot on Angel Island. How could he have seen it? His name is Amaral. He absorbed the personality traits of Sonic as friends, including Amy as his mother. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Yeah, that is weird, but I can kind of... I'm curious about if they're ever going to explain that. Oh, okay. That makes things significantly easier. Okay, when the figure falls from the heavens and the stone of the gods is joined, all that exists will become one again. Robot watching my movements and mimicking all I do. I was made by my scan of this being. Surprising reams and reams of data scrolled and caused my most powerful computer to crash. More intriguing was that the data was all about melee combat and weapons of that age. Eventually, if this being is ever restored to its former state, put all that data to use and recreate all the weapons and combat abilities it once had. And that's not all. My guesses are correct. It may also have the ability to absorb modern weaponry as well. What have I done? I've uncovered a horrible weapon. Never cease to incest me how Mobius is infested with all-powerful but mysterious and mysteriously extinct civilizations that died before you invented fire. It's been a trying time, to say the least. Redacted was diagnosed with neuroimmunity deficiency syndrome. There is no cure. Yeah, I pulled some strings and had her brought aboard the Ark for treatment and assessment. The low-gravity environment should help her keep her symptoms manageable. She has been less than enthusiastic with my decision. Despite everything, she remains the most positive person in the room. Here left their families back on Earth, so I worried she'd feel lonely. Instead, she'd become the adopted daughter of every researcher on the Ark. Moreover, she's become a big sister to Little Redacted, the Ark's happy little accident over the past few years. The President keeps prompting with his request to unlock the mysteries of life. Perhaps the funding and clout will find a means to cure Redacted while chasing that shadow. Redacted has dropped all pretenses of demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. Oh, wait. I want to look at these pictures. Yeah, there's Maria, and I guess that's Tower? Okay. Has dropped all pretense and is demanding weapons research in exchange for continued funding. I promised the President I'd begin work on Project Shadow, but even he can't get them to back down. It appears I have a gun to my head on the matter, ho-ho. Yeah. Years ago, I discovered records of an ancient god of destruction called Chaos. It was said to command the fury and force of the ocean, or something to that effect. In effect, developing a basic AI-driven apparatus that can generate cohesion in water and produce controlled shapes for basic actions. I've told the top brass that these can turn any body of water into an instantaneous, unautonomous weapon. And I'm hoping it can be used as an easily deployed search and rescue units. Imagine a flood turns back on itself to aid those in the rubble. That's actually cool, and yeah, that's the artificial chaos that were from Shadow. Yeah, Chaos. I do like that Chaos is probably the last of the Ancients or something similar. Which, that has a lot of interesting story opportunities if they ever wanted to bring Chaos back. Like... Search into Project Shadow is in full swing. The first step Has the marine siphon redacted emerald energy and apply it to living tissue. And I've developed chaos drives. Direct application seems too harsh. Any organism that could directly interface emerald would be fearsome indeed. The initial tests were promising, so we're on to the next stage of the trials. I'll be using a salamander for the regenerative abilities and manageable size. We'll be applying the chaos drives to the test subjects and see how those vials respond. And to keep redacted from breathing down my neck, I'm supplying them with chaos drives as batteries for their mechanized division. I loathe powering engines of war, but sacrifices must be made if I am to save redacted. I'll figure something out in the long run. I am a genius after all. Oh, dang it. I want to look at the pictures. Okay, that's the artificial chaos. There's a chaos emerald being used as a battery. And Maria with a little salamander. Which unfortunately probably ends up being Bio-Lizard. And that's that. And of course I end up all the way back here. Oh, that lizard definitely ends up being Bio-Lizard. I do feel sorry for Bio-Lizard. Okay, I'm gonna try to get up here. If you wonder what Maria thought of the first shadow. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, Bio-Lizard is interesting for the fact that they outright basically say the thing is... Alright, I need to talk to Rouge, too. But mainly I came up here to look for any more of the things. I'm not going to waste too much time on that, though. So, hanging around with Maria and the professor again, huh? You worked so hard to put your past behind you, and here it is staring you in the face. Cherish the time you have with them, but don't forget you've moved on. You aren't the Shadow they knew from 50 years ago. So, just a thought, but we're kind of in a hub between time periods, right? You think it'd be safe if I grabbed a few treasures while we're here? You know, before high-tech security gets invented. Then again, if I take them from the past, they don't exist to become valuable relics. Never mind. Okay, that's amusing. Maybe if I'm wrong, but did Omega seem happy to hear from me? Wait, were you two actually worried for my well-being? Oh, you boys are too sweet. The more you deny it, the more I believe it. Okay. I do like that. That was a cute interaction. Let's see. Okay, so I don't see one of those things up here. I'm not going to take that yet. Yeah, I don't see any... Oh, there's one. Okay, I see one now. Just gotta keep my eye on it. Okay. I see, I just saw it up there. Dang it! Okay, page 10 to 11. I'm not gonna try to 100% it, but I would like to find... If I see those, I want to get them. I did not realize that they contain... there's one.
Out of my way.
Okay, 12 to 13. Well, okay, I can just look up things. They made Rogue's appearance more family-friendly. Think this is a more Mario game. But they let Rogue's dialogue remind us that she's on Gun's payroll. Yeah, like, that's the thing, is that I like the characterization Team Dark is getting. Let me see. Okay, so she's a thief on Gun's payroll, yeah. Let me see. Oh, okay, so... let me see. Okay, so... gun agent masquerading as a thief as more of our fans thought. Okay, so problem. There is absolutely no way I can actually just find these journals normally. They just randomly spawn. Fortunately, I see one right over here. Okay, where did it go? I just... oh, there it is. Basically, it's random. It's completely random, which is annoying as blue blazes. And no, I did not want to go there. I wanted to go here and pick this up. So basically, if I want to find them all, I just gotta wander around and they just randomly spawn. I honestly do not like that. Okay, there's one over there. But at least on some level that makes it easier. How many pages are there total? But yeah, basically you just have to look and find them because they just spawn randomly. Which, hey Trooper, I'm trying to find the Gerald journal pages. I don't even know how many there are, to tell you the truth. We just found multiple more. Okay, how many more do I have left to find? 4 more. Okay. Project Shadow has reached an impasse. The subject exhibits accelerated cellular growth to the point it cannot support its own biological systems. I have developed an internal life support system to compensate, but it will need to be upgraded and redesigned as the subject continues to grow. The way it thrashes and roars, it is uncontrollable. Furthermore, it's generating unexplained energetic reactions. Is this the expression of the Redacted's power? Can a living thing produce too much energy? Can it be controlled? There are so many questions, and unfortunately the answers lie in this bio-lizard's life. I will keep it alive and as comfortable as I can until I have the answers I need. I found a region of the Ark that should be able to safely house it while we continue our experience. I'm not sure what to tell Redacted. I do not want to lie to her, but the truth is too cruel. So yeah, that little lizard she was playing with was Bio-Lizard. That is sad. That is very sad, and I can imagine if Shadow is actually reading this, that probably makes him even more sad that he had to help put down Bio-Lizard. Redacted is growing into a lovely young lady. It breaks my heart that someone as bright and energetic as her is diminished by disease. There are no visible effects. I've caught my fellow researchers muttering to each other, doubting her illness. It's infuriating. I find all my reason and restraint vanishes when she's sighted, and yet she remains an unending force of positivity. Even on her worst day, when the fear and the pain take hold, she tells me she endures for the day she can return home. Total faith in me and that Project Shadow will cure her. Her family back on Earth has no such faith. It's been so long, some researchers actually think she was born here. Her family either wants her better or wants her home. I can do neither. Somehow their scorn is harsher than the government or military's increasing pressure for weapons research. I'm a genius. I have to figure this out. Dang it. Yep, there's Bio-Lizard. Bio-Lizard's existence is pain. I feel sorry for that dang thing. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I am a desperate man. The Black Comet has returned to Earth on its 50-year orbit. I had no idea it actually harbored Redacted. Aboard it was Redacted. Somehow he knew about the Redacted and seemed impressed with my work. He offered me a Faustian deal. I accepted it. So yeah, even he calls it a deal with the devil. Using his DNA, I was able to overcome every hurdle Project Shadow had put before me. The small, sturdy biped that I developed can interact with Redacted energy. Redacted wanted me to craft a herald for his future invasion. Redacted wants Project Shadow to generating undying soldiers for them. I will play them both for fools. So, So essentially, Black Doom made a deal with the devil with Jared, which we kind of knew, but this kind of puts it more into perspective that he was just that desperate. But did it always intend to stab Doom in the back? So theory, and this is just a theory. The reason that maybe. Theory, because Sonic can use Chaos Control, and so can Silver, and they just naturally can do it. So I wonder if that's the reason that Shadow's a hedgehog. That hedgehogs just have this natural affinity for the Chaos Emeralds. Which theoretically means, shouldn't Amy be able to use Chaos Control? Like, we've only seen hedgehogs use Chaos Control. So maybe only hedgehogs can use it, and Amy could theoretically, she just never thought to do it. Then again, Sonic rarely ever uses Chaos Control, even though he can. Silver does. More so in the Archie comics than in the games, but we know Silver can do it. So it seems like maybe hedgehogs just have this natural affinity for the Chaos Emeralds. And that's why he made a hedgehog. When I learned Project Shadow initially, I named it with scorn and mockery. I was trying to grab hold of an intangible goal. Later it sounded appropriately villainous as I was toying with the fundamentals of life itself. Redacted looked upon the unfinished specimen and put things into a new perspective. A shadow tells you which way to go to the light. In an instant she cut through all my pessimism and doubt and filled me with hope. Redacted, as she's come to call him, will not be some dark creature, but a champion of life and hope. I would not have seen if not for Redacted. She is a truly remarkable person who can do a great and wondrous things for people no matter the cost. Okay, and there's Shadow being created, and her looking at Shadow while he's in his containment chamber. I understand why this being was named Gizoid. In an ancient tongue, it means everything. According to the stone tablet, if the Gizoid establishes a link with someone, the Gizoid will swear loyalty to that person. This still lacks redacted, but it has been saying the word link to me in broken tones. It went on to explain, show me your true strength, and I will obey. I am all things, and all shall belong to me. So, as it is suggested, I brought it before my collection of model guns and fired them all. Then suddenly it said, I shall follow your every command and never leave your side. And since then it refuses to listen to anyone but me. While it is still a fearsome weapon of destruction, while it remains under my control, at least it won't be used for evil. However, if someone with evil intentions ever forms a link with the Gizoid, I don't want to imagine what would happen. I must research how one can reestablish a link with the Gizoid. The upper echelon is going crazy. Perhaps they aim to freeze Project Shadow soon. Soon the ultimate life form redacted will be completed. The application to my granddaughter is also imminent. I cannot just let them stop my study at this point because I am the only one who can save my granddaughter's life. After threatening to shut down this research facility, I had no choice but to hand them the Gizoid to buy time for my research. I try to be careful and commanded it to never absorb any dangerous technologies. However, I've heard that the other researchers have been making the Gizoid absorb weapons. Apparently the way to cause the Gizoid to form a new link is to show it power that surpasses that of its former master. I suppose the immense danger I cannot risk losing redacted. The top brass still aren't satisfied. The Gizoid isn't big enough or flashy enough for them. I've developed a weapon I'm calling the Redacted. It taps directly into the Ark's central reactor to produce an unethical degree of firepower. They'll love it. However, to use it on any target on Earth would destroy the world. They'll never be able to fire it. Checkmate. It will, however, be the perfect tool to deal with the Redacted when they return. Eclipse means shadow. This is Redacted canon. My gift to him in battle he never asked for. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's the reason it's called the Eclipse Cannon, is he made it to well, we knew from Shadow the Hedgehog he made it to kill Black Doom and destroy the Black Arms. Gerald doesn't know armies. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, and there's Emeril and the basics of the Eclipse Cannon. Redacted doesn't know the full scope of what Redacted was been designed for, but she understands that the weapon could destroy the planet means nothing to them. Yeah. But she understands he will be under tremendous strain. She helped me conceptualize a number of accessories that will help him focus his power and aid his mobility. I'm also researching chaos control to see if I can gain an understanding of it before Redacted awakens. And this implies Ivo Robotnik was clueless of what the Eclipse Cannon's power was, since he can't rule a blown up planet. Yeah. Redacted awakens. The power to stop time and space is incredible, and I don't want him to have to try to learn its intricacies on his own. Deep down, I know this progress is superficial, tangential at best. The bit larger issues remain. Redacted, the President, and the Redacted. My family, I've gleaned there's a rift growing between my sons. My love for them shouldn't be a divisive issue. I'm running out of time. Oh! Okay, so Maria made Shadow's hover shoes and inhibitor rings. Okay. I did not know that. Which is sad, because it means every time he's running around with these on, he's carrying all he has to remember Maria by. That is genuinely sad. I keep forgetting that I can just plow through things by boosting. Okay, I've only got 4 left, so let's see if I can find a couple more before... Well, okay, I mean, technically Robotnik did try to rule a blow-up planet when he released Dark Gaia, but... there's one. Okay, where did it go? Okay, only 3 more now. Oh, let's hand these over, even though I'll probably never.
Appreciated.
Let's get high up so I can look around. Okay, let's see. See, the annoying thing is, like I said, they just randomly spawn. Okay, there's one. Very slightly higher here.
Out of my way.
Okay, 2 more left. I'm gonna go back to that big pillar because that seems to be the best place to sight them for me. But I don't like the... Oh yeah, this is kind of dead center of the map, and that is creepy. I hate the fact that these things just randomly spawn. That is just dumb. I'm gonna be honest, that is just a really dumb way to have collectibles, especially the most interesting of the collectibles. Like, yeah, the other stuff is cool, but these actually tell me backstory lore. Like, this actually adds lore to the game. So it annoys me that they're randomly generated and just spawn. Maybe my best bet is to just go to the collection after everyone.
This is the ultimate power.
That was not what I thought was going to happen.
Reach.
I don't think I got anything out of that. Okay. Okay, let's go to the collection room and then back out. I want to, because I still got 3, like 3 of the, or is it 2 now? I think it's only 2 now. That seems to cause them to spawn, to be more likely to spawn. I really don't like this method of spreading collectibles. This is a major complaint I'm having with this game. This is just obnoxious. Okay, let's just read the ones we got. Okay, there's only 2 left. Project Shadow is complete and Redacted has awakened. I pre-programmed a great deal of data into his mind, really parse it out and apply it to his situation is remarkable. All of his vitals are strong and there seems to be no signs of instability or mutation. He stands in a stark contrast to the monster we have sealed below decks. But all successes of the physical and mental prowess come second to his relationship with Redacted. I'd hoped they get along, but it's far better than that. She is his guide to this world, and he is her stalwart companion. Never have I seen such instant mutual friendship and trust between 2 beings. I am truly moved. They remain why I've been working so long. They bring me hope. Back on Earth, my son and Redacted's parents have been... my son and Redacted's parents have been blessed with another little girl. Another little girl. They've already run tests and she has no other genetic markers linked to Redacted's condition. While this is welcome news, the unspoken commentary was received loud and clear. I must save Redacted. I must give my family back. Redacted, you are the key to it all. So there's Shadow awakening, which I guess, given he was made in that tube, is basically him being born. Aw, them watching the stars. Oh, it's the instructor that Maria mentioned. That is very fun. My worst fears have come true. The Gizoid has absorbed enough weaponry and technology to start to go out of control. The resulting rampage, destruction of most of the Ark. I have deciphered the rest of something that says when the Gizoid has learned all that it could, it became a god of wrath and all was destroyed. We somehow managed to subdue the Gizoid and seal it away. Lucky it only had 1 Redacted installed. If it were to have all 7 Redacted installed, it might destroy the whole planet. It was too much of a liability. I tried destroying its core, but nothing I did worked. I sent too little of the technology that built him. My best hope is to try and reprogram its AI into a free-willed, emotion-based AI. Oh, that's interesting. Which, if we go by Shadow... Generations Dark Beginnings, Shadow helped subdue him. I've lost track of the days, not very scientific of me. I'm strained, something has to give. Void's rampage caused the artificial chaos to behave erratically. Then to regain network control by inverting polarity of the text mirrors illegible. So instead they become violent. Redacted raced across the Ark, pacifying them quite expertly, but the damage is done. Lou was sent to Redacted automatically. I dread the litigation's reprimanding I'll have to endure next. Yeah, there's them going on the rampage. Or maybe that's Emerald. Okay, I just want to find the last 2, and then we're going to do the final boss. No, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess I have no choice. Okay. This is really annoying. Like, this is genuinely irritating. Why? Who I decided we're going to put the most interesting of them behind randomly generated spawning things? That is just genuinely dumb. And I don't even see any. If we're not done by by an hour and 30 minutes, I'm going to have to just go to the final boss because there's not going to be enough content for just an hour for an entire session. For just the final boss fight. Well, I don't know how long the final boss is gonna be. I think that's so dumb. Like, I'm just gonna say it, that this is the one thing about this game that I've really liked this game, but this is the one thing that genuinely grinds my gears, because this is really stupid. Like, this is incredibly stupid game design to do this. Like, put the other stuff behind the...
Alright.
Like, put the other stuff behind the... behind the randomly generated stuff. I don't... You shouldn't put the stuff people actually want behind the procedurally generated randomness. Unless, for some reason, it's spawning inside the castle, which I fully admit is possible, so we're going to try that. But I will say I did like Mephiles. The Mephiles boss fight and how it kind of tapped into the fact... Yeah, Mephiles was a deity with time abilities. Excuse me. So, unlike, say, Shadow, who does not remember the altered time, Mephiles does. I really would like to have... Yeah, there just isn't any of them spawning. Am I just not able to get the last two unless I complete the game? Okay, I genuinely think they're just not gonna spawn.
Free.
Okay, I did not actually mean to access chaos control. Okay, come on, let the last one spawn, please. Okay, let me check. I'm just gonna check. Let me see. Is there any, like, special note? No? Why did they make this randomly generated? Yeah, it seems like they just randomly spawn, and for some reason okay, here we go. Okay, apparently this is a common glitch that just happens to some people. So apparently I'm unable to complete the journal purely because of a glitch. That's aggravating. Oh well, let's do the final boss. And I guess you can explore afterwards, so... My Sonic Rush is not triggering Sonic Insight. Yeah, feel your pain. Yeah. Well, we've talked to all the NPCs and gotten all the collectibles I really care about or can acquire. Unless it's going to just suddenly spawn.
Something
okay.
calls to me.
Okay, so is this the wings? I think this is probably the wings.
No.
Doom. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, when you have at least 50 rings, press L and R1 to activate. Oh, okay, so it's basically this game's version of Super Shadow. Okay. Okay, so basically it's...
I feel complete.
I did not actually mean to fly over here.
You cannot deny me, Shadow. You are finally complete. Come, face me. I shall claim you, mind, body, and soul, and become the perfect being.
It's time.
I'm sorry I put you on this path, Shadow, but I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger. But I will continue to fight.
Nice.
With your wish.
I like that image.
Your
I
wish
like that
for
image.
everyone to have a
Just the
chance
two
to
of
be
them.
happy.
The contrast of them versus Shadow having the demonic wings.
Nothing can stop me from reaching that eye now.
Okay, well, first off, I'm going to... I believe you said there was dialogue for...
Shadow, you are my
I've seen many
finest
things,
creation.
uncovered countless mysteries, pushed the very boundaries of science. You, Shadow, are my finest creation. I have every faith that you will put an end to this madness.
Shadow,
When this is over, I think I have an inkling of what comes next. Rosa Maria is a good one, but do not let it be your only cause in life. When we are gone, live for yourself, fulfill your potential. Oh yeah, Billy Bust Up. I've seen stuff for that. I am looking forward to that too. Fulfill your full potential. Then again, I made you with limitless potential, so I guess that's a tall order.
Shadow, you are
When
my
you were first
finest
created, the
creation.
potential of your power was too great. I fashioned those limiter rings to keep your power in check. Given how you are now, you must not remove them. You would likely explode. Only remove them in the most dire circumstances. You will burn like a raging furnace of energy, but I don't want you to burn out. I need to see it complete. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you!
Shadow, I'm so proud of you. You've been through so much, but you've stayed true to yourself. I know you can do this. Go, Shadow, go.
I believe in you!
It's hard not to be scared of everything going on, but I've never been afraid, not deep down. Because I know you're there and you're doing your best to protect us. I'm sure there will be many who will feel the same way about you one day.
Shadow.
Don't look so sad, Shadow. I don't know what will happen after you win. Maybe we won't see each other for a long time. But I love you and nothing will change that. No matter how far apart we are, my love will always be with you. Please always remember that. And there's... I'll talk to you in a minute, Omega. Wait, was that the one I was actually going... No, there's the one I was actually going after, but there's the last two of them. Where is it? Where did it go? I know it was right here. Where is it? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, there's one right there. Okay, there's one. Okay, come on, how do I get higher up? I know that I can. Okay, I think I gotta get up on top. Oh wait, there. I think I'm gonna have to get up on top of there to get that. Yeah, we're going to end up having to do the boss tomorrow, but I just... Yeah, let's get enough to go back into the Doom Wing, and maybe that'll let me get to it. Okay, that was... There we go. Now where did they go? Where did the thing go? Okay, there we go. Got it. That was... And now I just have to go... Well, no, first while we're here, let's talk to Omega.
Warning.
Alert, Black Doom is nearly ready to unleash his full might. Shadow, you have destroyed him before. I'm certain you can do so again. I believe in you.
I will assist you, Shadow.
I will cover you from here when you engage Black Doom. Watt, protect Professor Gerald and Maria at all costs. I do not protect, I destroy. However, I can protect them by destroying all who threaten them.
Shadow.
I am eager to return to normal space and time. It is much easier to tally the units I destroy there. I propose a 2-person bombing expedition on an Eggman base. I am sure it will be worthwhile. Oh, Omega. Okay, I need to go over to the palace, which I think is... Okay, now where is the... Hey, how do I get higher, though? That is the question. It is theorized that Eggman sealed Omega with Shadow. It said Rouge theorized that Eggman sealed Shadow with Omega to protect him from Neo Metal. Did you read that? Omega was outraged, saying he should have been on the front line. Yeah, I remember that. Get higher, go to the slimy pillar in the center of the map. Slimy... Oh, the obvious path. Okay. I take it I'm probably gonna have to be, in, you know, super mode. Yeah, well, maybe we'll have enough time to defeat the final boss. I don't know how long the final boss is going to be. Wait, was that another one up there? Okay, this one might be the easier one to get at, actually. Apparently there's 2 of them. Oh, wait, no. I have a feeling I'm probably just misinterpreting things. Wait. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, there... So, essentially the only... It's so stupid. This is honestly really dumb. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this is really, really stupid. That it's this hard to get the last one. I'm basically being made to jump through so many hoops just to get these. Like, are these supposed to only spawn once this happens? And that was even more dumb. But that... Okay, I see what you mean by that. Come on! I admit I'm kind of ticked off that that just does not let me do anything until I hit the ground. Still need to get a little higher. Okay, how... Still need to get This is it! Oh, you've got to be... Okay, good. Let's see... Okay, now, come on, where is the... Okay, grabbing that there. Okay, you're gonna have to come back around. Well, that's mildly irritating. Okay, there we go. That is all of them. That was way more work than it really should have been. But, whatever. Okay. A heritage of the past that I got Gizoid, being the ultimate life form created by my own hand. Redacted, I equip both weapons with a heart. If all power are not what is obtained for oneself, but what be born from the heart that yearns for someone, I believe all conflict should cease to exist. Please, if anyone is listening to my prayers, bring hope to humanity. I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then military guards landed on the colony that day, sent to destroy the research project that I've been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, redacted. I hope you're all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands. The Ark was shut down under the premise it had been an accident. That is disturbing. I found redacted its name under those who died when the Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me, and I couldn't bear the thought she had died because of my research. I lost everything. I have nothing more to live for. I went insane. All I could think about was to avenge her, somehow, some way. I got scared as I was no longer able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was what I wanted it all to end. Based on my original projection, I was able to complete my project, redacted. I designed mine to be perfect and pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it upon the world. If you wish to fill the world with destruction. So that, if I believe that was the message that led Robotnik to unleash Shadow in the first place. Okay, I'm just gonna go find, before we end this session, I'm just gonna go find Rouge. Rouge and Big and talk to them. Shadow, look, I don't trust many people. I respect even fewer. You are special, so much I feel compelled to admit it. You've got a lot going on and Black Doom is in your head, so I just wanted to say, be careful here at the end of the day of it all, okay? If you need someone after it's all said and done, I'm here for you. Ha. Listen to me, I sound like Amy Rose, haha. You were pretty brutal when you took down the Black Arms before. There's a good chance they'll find a way to revive themselves again. What I'm getting at is, don't hold back. Tear that creep to pieces. Sonic and his friends are still tracking down the last of the Chaos Emerald. No time to swap out the fake emerald for the real thing. But that hinges on you coming back alive, so don't mess things up. I like the camaraderie between Team Dark. Like, yeah, Omega doesn't get all that much anything storyline-wise. Eh, that's fair. Okay, so which way is Big? That professor guy sure is smart. He actually knows a lot about fish and all sorts of life forms. He seems sad though, like he's got a lot on his mind. I want him to go fishing so he could relax for a bit. Well, Maria is so very nice. We never met, but she acted like we've always been best friends. I told her all about Froggy and all the fish I caught. She had so many questions about where I'm from and where I've been. I hope I can take her fishing one day. The big thing in the sky sure is spooky, but I've seen you and Sonic running around working really hard to save everybody. I'll stay out of your way and let you finish what you're doing. Froggy, where are you, good buddy? It's about time to come home. Okay, so we're gonna have to finish next week because we've only got, because that's been 2 hours. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.